city never truly sleeps on New Year's Eve. While the world above celebrates with fireworks and champagne, something ancient stirs in the darkness below. Beneath the bright lights and echoing laughter, a ritual is about to begin. If you enjoy stories that lurk in the shadows, like this video, subscribe to my bloody chapter and ring that notification bell. Do it now, before your name ends up in the next offering. Our story begins with a man jolting awake. He's in a vast, cold chamber, the air thick with the scent of incense and decay. His arms and legs are strapped tight to an ornate golden throne. Surrounding him, a circle of masked figures chant in a guttural language, a tongue lost to the ages. Their voices rise and fall, a haunting melody that seems to pull the very warmth from the room. Above him, a massive screen flickers to life. It's a highlight reel, but not of his achievements. It plays footage of his worst sins, a collage of his darkest moments. There's the backroom deal, stacks of cash exchanged for a life ruined by bribery. There's the brutal street fight, the crack of bone, and the flash of violence. And then, the most painful of all, the look of shock on a friend's face as he delivers the final, devastating betrayal. Each memory is a fresh wound, a testament to a life built on the suffering of others. The man struggles against his bonds, but they hold firm, cold and unyielding. From the shadows, a new figure emerges, one whose presence commands silence. This person is draped in veils of black silk, their face completely hidden, but their voice cuts through the chanting like a razor. Behold, the veiled figure proclaims, their voice echoing in the cavernous chamber, the final offering for the New Year's cleansing. The man on the throne looks up, a mix of defiance and fear in his eyes. He has lived a life of power, of being the one in control. This was not how it was supposed to end. For more masked figures step forward, separating from the chanting circle. Each one moves with a distinct, unsettling grace. They stop before the throne, their blank masks seeming to stare right through him. The veiled leader introduces them, one by one. "Judgeless," she says, and a figure adorned with rotting roses and tarnished silver steps forward. Judge Greed, and another, draped in gold chains that clink with a hollow sound, joins the first. Judge Wrath, a figure whose mask is streaked with what looks like dried blood, takes its place. And finally, Judge Betrayal. She finishes, as a figure cloaked and tattered. Once Fine Silks completes the quartet. They are the arbiters of his fate. The embodiments of his own vices come to claim their due. Judge Betrayal, the last to be named, pulls a long, ceremonial blade from beneath its cloak. The steel glints in the dim, flickering light of the chamber, its edge impossibly sharp. The judge raises the blade high, preparing for the final, sacrificial strike. The man on the throne can feel the cold air from the blade even from a distance. The chanting reaches a fever pitch, the air crackling with an unseen energy. This is it, the end. But just as the blade begins its descent, something unexpected happens. A low chuckle escapes the man's lips. It grows into a deep, rumbling laugh that fills the entire chamber, overpowering the chanting. The masked figures fall silent. The blade halts mid-air. The veiled leader takes a step back, confused. The man on the throne looks up, a chilling, knowing smile spreading across his face. His eyes, once filled with fear, now burn with a triumphant, terrifying light. He looks directly at the veiled leader and speaks, his voice dripping with ancient authority. "You fool," he says, his laugh subsiding into a menacing grin. "Did you really think you could summon the master and bind him to his own altar? I built this cult. I wrote the rites. I designed the masks you wear." A wave of shock ripples through the assembled cultists. They look at each other, their masked faces unable to convey their terror, but their rigid postures speak volumes. The man continues, his voice booming with newfound power. "I was one of you, yes. Exiled by my own ambitious students. Forgotten, perhaps, but never, ever gone." He pulls against his restraints, and tease time they don't hold. The golden straps snap like thread. "This ritual," he roars, standing from the throne, was never yours to control. It was always mine. As he speaks the final word, a symbol on the floor beneath Hema Complex, spiraling pattern, the cultists had been standing around ignites with black fire. The flames don't burn with heat, but with a chilling, consuming cold. The spiral glows with an unholy light, and a wave of pure power explodes outwards from the center. The cultists scream. The black fire washes over them, and their masks, once symbols of their devotion, begin to melt. They fuse to their skin, the material bubbling and melding with their flesh, silencing their cries in choked, gurgling noises. They writhe in agony, their bodies contorting as the dark magic they sought to wield now consumes them entirely. The man watches, his expression one of pure, ecstatic victory. He breaks the last of his bonds and rises to his full height, no longer a victim but a god reborn in his own temple. The chamber, once a place of sacrifice, is now his throne room. The energy from the dying cultists flows into him, and he grows stronger with every passing second. He takes control, still watching. Then, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to my bloody chapter, and ring the bell for notifications. Because by watching this far, you've already stepped too far into the darkness. There's no turning back now. Above ground, in the glittering city, the final countdown begins. A million voices join together, shouting in joyous anticipation. 10, 9, 8. In the chamber below, the man, the master, smiles. He looks directly into the void, as if he can see you through the screen, and whispers, "Happy New Year. Sinners." The clock strikes midnight. The world above celebrates a new beginning. The world below bows to its new master. Thanks for watching my bloody chapter. Subscribe for more stories where the countdown doesn't end with a kiss, but in blood.